Well, I know what you're thinking. You just clicked about a video about how the XFL video game could be great for the market and save the entire football industry. But you see this game. What is it? Well, if you don't know which game it is, it's Doug Flutie's Maximum Football 2019. And it's a pretty big game. Why? Because they've actually sent at the XFL a bunch of screenshots about and actually had a pitch about becoming the next XFL game. Doug Flutie meets the XFL. This is just one company that sent the XFL pitch. The XFL game could have saved the football gaming industry ruled by Madden, and the lack of it might be a problem that we will see in the next 5 years. You ask me why? Why is it a big problem? I don't know. Well, here are my top 5 reasons about why it is such a big deal. The first one is just another big name in the market. Usually, it's just EA. Now, you get companies like 2K and a lot of those kind of companies chasing to get the title of the XFL just because it's another game. It's known that the XFL and 2K had talks because of the WWE connection. If a company like 2K would have created an XFL game, that would mean that now we have the EA 2K rivalry again in the football world, which is something that a lot of us players have wanted since the departure of ESPN NFL 2K5. 2 is more funds to the game, to a game. A game like Doug Flutie Maximum Football's main problem is funds. As Canuck Play, the company has Patreons and are usually taking massive pay cuts just to have the funds for the game itself. A game like the XFL would give them more funds, not just because of copies bought, but just because the XFL would put money on the project to elevate and compete with EA's Madden. So what we'll get is a bigger, better game to rival Madden. What we say, it's gonna be a true Madden competitor. And that's something no game is at the point of. Axis claims to be one, but they're really not. Axis is not a good game and not a game that we should be having. 3 is more audience will be interested in the title. Usually, a lot of the people do not respond to the indie scene because of one thing. Fiction. You don't have real teams, and that means you don't have real players. Or actually, you don't have real teams and real players. So, you don't want to play with a random guys and with random teams. You want to bring the Atlanta Falcons into a championship in Madden. You wanted to bring, Oregon State into a championship in NCAA football. And you don't want to bring like the Buffalo State Wolves into the Doug Flutie's Golden Championship. I don't remember how it's called. So, if you have that certain teams and certain players, if you could have played with the Houston Renegades and PJ Walker and bring them into the playoff. Bring them to the XFL championship. That's something that a lot of players, a lot of casual players would want. And they want their special connection. They want that personal, real life connection that they have with those players. That's something that the audience wants. So having that major title will mean they will get that feeling. 4, it's a game made by a company that will be displayed as an underdog. EA's Madden is having a reign of terror for the last 15 years. 15 years! That's not acceptable. That company, with an XFL title, a real life title, with a real life brand, will have an actual chip on their shoulder, wanting to beat the EA's reign of terror, wanting to beat Madden, wanting to beat a better game. Having that mentality as a company creating a mainstream media game will mean that you will have a big game in your hands. And 5th, but certainly not least, it's just more games will enter the mainstream media. If it's because of better marketing, or is it because of whatever, you'll just get more games into the mainstream media. The one company will get more marketing team, better marketing team, and the XFL's marketing team will push it as well. But on the other side, it's we were just an indie company, and those guys are an indie company as well. You should check those guys out as well. You should play our game and buy our game. But yeah, those guys, the indie guys, the ones that we just got out of, they're doing a great job over there. What it will result is just more players playing indie games, indie football games, which led into a bigger growth sprout for a lot of those games. And that's all we actually want. We just want bigger, better games. If they're fictional or real. If they're... What we want... I don't have another one. What we want is more bigger games. That's what we want as the football scene. The football gaming scene. Well, anyways, thank you for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe. That means the world to me. I'm on the grind to 100, but the grind is really different because the way I live, and I maybe will talk about it in the long run, but that's what you can know right now. And again, be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time. And until then, be sure to be safe, wash your hands. Yeah, this video is in the corona times. Peace out, guys.